Ciao a tutti! Today we're going to make risotto alla Milanese. This is Nonna's Italian kitchen with Roz Carreri. Let's start with getting our ingredients out. Andiamo a cucina. Let's get to the kitchen, starting with extra virgin olive oil, Carnaroli rice imported from Italy, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Chicken broth, you'll need lots of chicken broth. Parmigiano cheese, of course. Get the good stuff if possible. You'll need white wine, but that's also optional. If you don't want white wine, not a problem. You'll need Italian parsley, and try to get Italian parsley rather than regular. You'll need anchovies, and I'll also leave a link for the good stuff below. You'll need lemon peel, saffron pistils, saffron powder, and butter. You'll also need sea salt and garlic cloves. So let's begin by heating a deep frying pan on medium-high heat. Add your olive oil to the hot pan and warm it up, but do not burn it. Now add your Carnaroli rice to the hot oil and begin to toast your rice. Stir it, and you're going to toast for about 3 minutes. Remember, don't burn the rice. Keep stirring it so that it's toasted on all sides. Now you can see that the rice is beginning to turn brown. Continue to stir it, but don't let it burn. You're doing a great job. You're going to be doing a lot of stirring with this procedure, which is the secret to silky, smooth, luxurious risotto. And when the rice is nice and toasted, start to add the chicken broth, either one ladle or 1 cup at a time, stirring constantly after every cup and ladle is added. When the broth is absorbed, then you add another ladle or cup, and you've got it right. Keep on stirring. It has to be absorbed, and every time it's absorbed, then you add more broth. Now add the saffron powder and gently stir it in. The rice is going to begin to turn yellow as a result of the saffron, and this is the distinct color of risotto alla Milanese. So continue to stir and get all that broth absorbed. Every time you add a cup of broth, make sure that it is absorbed into the rice, and you'll notice that the rice begins to thicken. This process takes about 15 minutes. So have some patience, grab a glass of wine, and enjoy. Now, when absorbed, continue to add the broth and stir, stir, stir. Add broth, absorb, and stir. This is done in steps, and it is not done all at once. Add more broth when the previous broth is absorbed. Stir again. It's a simple but very long process. Just have some patience. You can add some white wine. It's optional, not a requirement. Personally, we don't like the white wine, but I'm just showing you how to add it. Again, make sure that it is fully absorbed into the rice. You can see that it's getting nice and thick. Continue to add more broth until all of the 3.5 cups are used up. So how are you doing today? Let me know in a comment and I'll reply back to you. And now add the saffron pistils. Actually, they are the most expensive spice in the world because they're picked by hand, one by one. Continue to stir them into the rice. It's just gorgeous. Just look at that golden yellow color. That's the result of this wonderful spice called saffron. Now, add your butter. It's a very important ingredient, not only in Milanese cuisine, but all of northern Italy. Cream and butter are very important ingredients, and it makes the rice so silky. Now add your Parmigiano cheese. What an incredible flavor this adds to the risotto. And you can see it's thickening up. Continue to stir this cheese in completely and thoroughly. You want to spoon the risotto into a bowl or onto a plate. You do not want to serve this as hot as you serve pasta. Just a little bit cooler than pasta is served. Sprinkle on some saffron pistils for garnish And if you want, you can add some gremolata, and I'll show you that step next. Buon appetito! Enjoy! Now, to make a gremolata, in my opinion, this is what makes this go over the top. You need Italian parsley, anchovies, garlic, and lemon peel. With a very sharp knife, mince them together into very fine pieces, using as much as you want of any ingredient. Then add a lot of olive oil, preferably extra virgin, and good quality extra virgin olive oil. And then mix it all together and use whatever you like. If you don't like anchovies, use less. If you want more garlic, use more. It's that simple. And now just place a little dollop, about a teaspoon, in the middle of your risotto. And it is truly delicious. It adds just a little bit of zing to this recipe. Once again, buon appetito. Thanks for watching. If you make this recipe, please let me know, and I'd love to feature you in my blog newsletter. And oh, by the way, please visit my blog, La Bella Vita Cucina, at https://italianbellavita.com. You get a free ebook just for signing up, too. This has been Nonna's Italian Kitchen with Roz Carrari. I hope that you subscribe and hit that like button and ring that bell. Ciao, ciao.